Okay, today we are going to take a little time out. It has been a very big month, a big 31 days, and we're just going to do a little bit of stretching. So picking on a few of the muscles that we have been working hard every single day and give them a little break. So a nice gentle exercise session today. I'm going to mainly use the couch because it's comfortable. So to start off with, standing beside the couch with one foot a long way forward and just resting your knee on the seat and then your toes on the armrest. I just want you to push your hips forward so you get a gentle stretch on that bottom thigh. So the knee that's on the couch, just on the front of that thigh there. We're going to do a few of these on each side so we can stretch out our thighs, our quads. And then we'll move on to our hip flexors, we'll do our calves and our hamstrings, and that will be pretty good, maybe a little bit of hips too. So it's going to be pretty relaxing. While you're here, you can look for some treasure. With our challenge. So I think it's pretty tempting to take some time out and enjoy putting your feet up and maybe spend some more time in the garden, do a few of those jobs that you've been neglecting because you've had to get those steps in. So for some people, getting 10,000 steps each and every day is ambitious at best. You can do it for 30 days, but then it might be a bit overwhelming to continue ongoing. So we would encourage you to continue to do some regular exercise and think about how it's made you feel for the last 30 days. Just being outdoors, sharing the experience with others can be really positive for our physical and mental health. I'm going to change legs and let you see that too. So there's a lot of benefits from the simple act of walking each and every day, being outdoors, taking that time out, finishing work on time. So many positive reasons to keep it up. But as I said, 10,000 steps might be just unrealistic. So what you could do is you might aim for 5,000 steps or 7,000 steps, but it would be really good if you could set a personal goal and then see if you can achieve it. If you are interested in tracking those numbers, you can use some of these smart watches. There's many different brands out there. They're all very similar. I normally recommend the Fitbit to people who want their watch to match their shoes, important for some. I really like the Garmin. So there's all different versions of under the one brand. But what they do, what I like about it is first thing they have an internal battery, so you don't need to charge it every week or so. You just change the battery once a year like you would with a watch, swapping sides. And they have a flexible step target. So it might start off at 6,000 steps. And then if you achieve those steps one week, one day, then it will go up. It might only go up by 23 steps or by 50 or 100, but it will increase if you achieve that daily target. And if you don't, then it will come down. So it fluctuates. So it meets your level of activity. So if you go on a holiday where you're out and about doing stuff all the time, you find that your daily target is pretty extreme, and then you come back to work and you might not get that, but that's okay because it will come down to your normal working week steps. I really like it. So that's the Garmin. Check them out. There's so many out there, but it can just be a nice little reminder. It's a gamification. It helps to keep you motivated. And that's it. Sometimes we need a little bit of prompting. We'll do this one more time on the other side. I know some people are going to support each other, their team members, to try and do a set number of steps each day for the next month to keep it going. We chose 30 days for a challenge because that's roughly enough time for us to establish a nice positive habit. So somewhere between 14 days and 1 year is typically what it takes to create a habit. So after 30 days, we're hoping that most people have enjoyed being able to achieve just a little bit more than their normal daily activity. And if you didn't get 10,000 steps every day, if you got 6,000 every day and you previously had 4,000 or 5,000, then that's certainly positive and it's a step in the right direction. So we always want more, just a little bit more without putting too much pressure on everyone, without sacrificing daily life. So it should make you feel better. It should make you feel better connected to your team. Good for your mental health, good for your physical health. So that's what we want to support ongoing. Next, stretch. So we've done 2 of those each side. This one, you just rest your whole lower leg on the couch, a really long step forward, and you push your hips forward as far as you can, but not letting your back go. You're not trying to do a little back bend. Nice and long through your back, and this time you're going to get a stretch higher up on that lower leg, so in front of your hips, just on that, the knee that's on the couch. But I would encourage everyone to have a think about what they would like to do next, what they would like to get from their exercise. And it could be that you decide to go for one longer walk every week or every second week or even once a month. Something sustainable. So it's something you can do week in, week out, month in, month out. If there's a group of people that you know who enjoy doing similar things, take turns, plan a hike, and then next month get someone else to plan the following one. They can put some effort into it too. We saw Amy's walk today, Mog's Ocean Track. It's an absolute classic. It's just over 4 kilometers leaving from Mog's picnic ground. So pretty, and then from there you can go and have a coffee or something in lawn or areas afterwards. So make sure you plan out those finer details as well, where you might have lunch, picnic, something before or afterwards. Make it fun. If you tried to do something like that once each month, I think that it's completely sustainable. Everyone gets to have a turn, suggesting ideas, itineraries, planning, exploring. Make sure you take your snake bandages with you. One more of these on each leg. So a really long step forward, and you push the hips forward until you get a stretch down the front of that grounded hip without relaxing your back. You shouldn't get any pressure in your back. Okay, last one of these. All right, while we're here, we might just stretch out our hips. So, just resting your leg on the couch, and then you're gently leaning forwards towards your shin, knee, maybe towards your ankle. You just feel where needs a little bit of attention. Then after 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute, you just swap legs, spin around, other leg up on the couch, just gently leaning forwards. Let's do 1 more of these on the other leg, 1 more each side. Last one of these. There's not really any rules when you're holding a stretch. You can take as long as you like. Try to hold it for at least 15 seconds and then you can keep going until you've had enough. All right. So then we'll do our calves and our hamstrings. So I'm just leaning on the couch, taking my feet back and bending one knee at a time, and it's the heel that remains on the floor that gets a bit of a stretch. So you're just gently walking it out. If you don't feel a stretch, then you can just lower your hips a little bit further down towards the ground, and then you'll get more of a stretch. If it's too strong, you bend your hips towards the neighbours. All right, and then you're just going to stand with your feet wider than your shoulders. A slight softening of the knees and just hanging over one leg and then hanging over the other. So just a nice relaxing way to stretch out the hamstrings. Now you're just relaxed, you're not forcing anything. And then back to the couch, one more round of these ones. And if you want to go a little bit more slowly, that's fine. And then to finish with, again, just hanging forwards over one leg and hanging over the other. You shift your weight a little bit. Okay, so that's just a nice little stretching routine you can do anytime. I'll see you soon.